There you are, YouTube. Do subscribe if you're interested. Hey, we're gonna do a random ranking, and you know what? It's gonna be a horror-themed random ranking because we're building up to October. We're in that spooky season. We've sort of been in it for a while, but I figured how about we gear these random rankings to a genre that sort of spills into just like fall and autumn style movies as well. So what I've done is I've picked movies from my collection behind me that are from the horror genre or adjacent or whatever, and place them over here. I don't have them all here, there are still some back there, but I grabbed a select few, especially ones that I haven't ranked in quite some time. So let's get to picking 3 movies and then rank those movies based on whatever criteria we come up with. I'll rank them here in the video, but if you'd like to rank them in the comments below, please feel free to do so. Let's get to picking some movies. Okay, something from down here. What do we got? And then maybe something from up here. Maybe this one. And then, who knows? Let's try this one right here, and let's see what we have. Oh, you know, I feel like I kind of did this one. Okay, whatever. That's okay. So, all right, we have whoosh, Slither. I feel like maybe I did rank this one recently, but oh well. So James Gunn here, right? We have James Gunn. Oh, actually, I didn't recently rank this. I recently watched Cocaine Bear, which Elizabeth Banks is directed. She directed Cocaine Bear, and she's in this. And as I was watching Cocaine Bear, I was like, I think she was influenced by probably her time on the set of Slither, because I just felt like there were some similarities from what I remember. It's been a while since I've seen this, but I just remember there being an overlap maybe in tone between this and Cocaine Bear. But yeah, James Gunn over here, we all know him now as, well, now he's like running all of DC movies, but you know, we knew him as the Guardians of the Galaxy director, right? And then he has this and Super, and before that, you know, he was like with Trauma and stuff. But yeah, I really like James Gunn's movies, and I mean, I don't think I've seen them all, but maybe I have actually, not his Trauma stuff, but anyway. Slither's good, but it has been a while, and that's one that I would not mind rewatching. Next, we have Cube. This is a pretty cool movie. Think like an escape room, sort of. Will they escape? And I know they made some sequels to this, but I never saw the sequels. I believe this is a Canadian film also. I think anyway. I thought this was a Canadian movie. But my wife introduced this to me. This was a movie that I married into. This was hers. She found it interesting, bought it. And then, is that how we, did she already own this? You know what? Now I'm wondering, now I feel like she had seen it, told me about it, then we bought it. I can't remember, because now I'm wondering if we bought this at a former video store here in town. But anyway, think of like this giant cube, right? Like where the Borg live or something, and it's made up of a bunch of smaller cubes, and it's like a Rubik's cube, right? And it's just constantly twisting and things like that, and each one has like booby traps in it, and you have this group of people that are stuck in the rooms, and they're trying to get out, and they're like, who's gonna survive, right? It's who can get through to the next square fast enough, who can survive the booby traps within the cube. So it's, think of like a really dangerous escape room. But yeah, I really like this movie. It does feel like super cheap and like low budget, and sometimes just like early film, just, I don't know, like low budget, you know. It does feel like that, but you know, just get past it and have fun. Next we have, ooh, when did this come out? 1956. The 1956 version of Invasion of the Body Snatchers. There are like a million of these, right? How many of these are there? There's so many. But here we have the original, right? This is the original. I don't believe there's one earlier. And this is an Olive film. Rest in peace, Olive Signature. They don't exist anymore. This was my first Olive purchase that I know of. Really love it. We have this nice little slip cover, beautiful transfer, also here. There we go. But yeah, has one of those side slips. What's the official name for that? Anybody know? But anyway, this is good. Although I remember like not fully understanding how the body snatching works in this, because it's like they establish it as a whole new body shows up, and then it like takes over for you. So what happens to your body then? Right? Because there's two bodies. There's the fake alien plant one, the pod person, and then there's the original. And then the pod person takes over. Where does your body go? And there's one character, can't remember her name, played by Dana Winter right here, who, okay, spoilers here, when she falls asleep, she like turns into a pod person, but where was her pod person? Like, it just happened in a random cave that Batman lives in, like Adam West Batman lives in. So it's like, where when was her body snatched, and when did it transfer and stuff? So I don't know. I feel like I'm a little bit confused there. But this movie, you know, it's all about like the importance of American individualism and not being a communist told through. It's like, have you ever seen The Twilight Zone? It's like an extended Twilight Zone movie. Except for, I feel like, Twilight Zone was more, I don't know. But if you watch this, it's kind of short. You're going to feel like it's a Twilight Zone movie. But it is really good. And I haven't seen them all. There's one with like Donald Sutherland that I haven't seen. I've seen the Nicole Kidman one, but yeah, it feels like there are a million of these. Anyway, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. So, my question to you is, actually, my question to myself: how am I gonna rank these? How am I gonna rank these? Okay, Slither delivers, seat squirming scares. The Cube is gripping in the best Twilight Zone tradition. Look at that. I was just talking about Twilight Zone in regards to this film, but here they talk about it here. And then, do we have any quotes here? They're already here, and you're next. That just sounds more like a tagline. They came from another world. Okay. Ranking. Let's see. I feel like I'm most in the mood to watch this, but how do you deny a classic like Invasion? So, and it's good. It's very good. Ooh, look at that. We got greens on the outsides and red on the inside. Is this Christmas? Is this Christmas or Halloween, right? Okay, so I'm going to go Invasion of the Body Snatchers here. We're starting off there. And then I think I'm going to go Slither, and then Cube. Cube's good, but it does kind of feel a little cheap. So that's where we're at. I'm going to go Invasion of the Body Snatchers, Slither, then Cube. But my question to you is, have you seen these movies? And if so, what do you think of them? And if you've seen all three, how would you rank them? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below, and perhaps I'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.